We're here at the Vail Living Well Forum on Optimum Health, and joining us we have one of the presenters. It is Paul Wylie. He was the 1992 silver medalist in figure skating at the Olympics, among many other things, but you are a presenter for us at this event. It's been so great to have you here. Why did you come to this?
Well, I came to it because Jamie and John, said that there were going to be all these amazing presenters, and they invited me, first of all, and it was an opportunity really to come and learn from some of the world's experts on areas like sleep and activation and wellness and purpose-driven living. I've enjoyed myself. I enjoyed being a part of the Forum X talk. Just sharing my story, which was about a breakthrough and trying to explain how I take those lessons that I learned from my career in skating and apply them towards wellness and the things that I'm doing in that area.
And I think that's nice for people to hear that side. They probably think, well, he's an Olympic medalist. He must have all the happiness in the world.
Well, I think that the truth is that every person goes through some ordeal, and I definitely did in my career, and had to learn how to overcome, the conversations that I was having in my head about the career that I was in, and I feel like I struggled with my confidence and my motivation, and so I was able to change those conversations. And it's certainly that way with people who are dealing with wellness issues. They might need to lose weight, they might need to stop smoking, they might need to do a number of things, sleep more, and but those things, a lot of times the obstacles are right there inside of us, inside of our head, and so we have to overcome those. And I have a lot of conversations with skaters that I'm coaching or people that I'm coaching, and it comes down to, what are you thinking? Where are you in that moment? And how can you redirect yourself?
Okay, beyond being the teacher and the presenter, you're also a student. What have you learned?
Oh, well, I've learned so much in such a short period of time. It's hard to even think about it. But I think, number one, I learned that the presenters, let me start over. What I learned here was that there are so many different facets to wellness, and there are so many things that I can do on a daily basis that will enhance my living, and not just now, but in 30 years that will change literally who I'll become as an adult, and definitely who my kids will become, because I'm going to try to pass those lessons on to them. But sleep, number one, got to sleep more.
Everyone's mentioning that sleep factor.
And and then eating better, the kind of superfoods that we can really take in. Activating. I knew that I know that exercise is important, and I think there were certain strategies that I learned from Ann Friedlander from Stanford, and just the way that a purpose can really define and help you live your life, and even that the stress in your life, that there are good stresses, but that chronic stress has to be managed and emulsified essentially in our daily life. So
now, I'm sure in your profession and everything that you do with coaching with athletes and professionals, what was unique about this event? How is this different than some of those other things that you've gone to?
Well, I think what was unique about this event was how interactive and intimate it was. There were only 20 people in the room, and so you're with a full professor, an expert in the field, somebody who's just come from TED Med, who's presented on stress and is talking about all of the different biochemical things that are going on in your brain. You can ask them a question about your own thing, and then people can relate different aspects of their careers in wellness or their lives and people that they've known. So just the ability to be that close with the expert was an amazing part of this forum. And I think having just informal time, lunches, and being able to have conversations where, can I just pick your brain for a second? I mean, that was amazing and would never happen anywhere else.
Okay, and now how are you going to go forth? How are you going to activate some of this information professionally and personally?
Well, I do a lot of work with Johnson & Johnson through a group called Corporate Athlete, and so I definitely feel like that has been one of those areas where I can learn and bring that back to the people that are my clients there. I also have a skating practice where I intend on bringing this back to people that I do seminars for or coach, and in general, I think it encourages me and enables me to move on in my learning in the area of wellness and longevity, and to become a little bit more triggered into education in the future.
And what surprised you about this event?
The food was fantastic.
Hey, that's nice for the senses.
Well, it was unbelievable. I mean, obviously, it was very surprising to be so incredibly close and intimate with the people that were in the conference. But I think the informal times were probably what surprised me the most.
Okay. Well, Paul, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you were able to come and join us, be a part of it, not only as a presenter, but also you've learned a few things too.
Thanks. And it's always great to be in the Vail Valley. You know, this is a rough place to be.
Okay, perfect. If you want to learn more, vaillivingwell.org.